So I started with my first hive. This hive was the biggest one that I had on the last inspection, and I ended up actually adding a super on it because I was afraid that they're building up too fast and they might be considering swarming soon. And I did a quick check on the super to see if they're doing anything there, and I was able to find that they started to collect nectar already.
So, okay, so this frame already has nectar in it. So they're filling up nectar here. And same thing here. So this whole frame is full of nectar that they collected for the past week.
There's about 5 frames that they still need to pull out, so I'm hoping that they're gonna work on that.
Okay, let's go to the next box down. Okay, so this is the, I guess, the size of the cluster. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is where most of the cluster was last time I inspected, and I think I had 5 frames that had brood on it last time, so all of that brood should have already emerged by this time. So that is why there is a slight increase in the amount of bees in this hive.
So what I'm checking for today in this hive particular is to make sure that they don't have any swarm cells going, because the last time I checked, I think they had 5 frames of brood. So this is full of honey. I'm not going to get that one out. This one is also full of honey. So they have plenty of resources. And maybe starting here, I might see some. Yeah, okay. So there is some bee bread and still honey. Well, honey and bee bread on the other side. So the next frames should have some brood. Check it out.
I did find that they still have plenty of honey resources, and they have lots of bee bread as well.
Looks like this is also bee bread, so they are collecting a lot of pollen. They're definitely gonna have food to grow. And this, okay, so here, that's right there. There's the. That's how the frames look a month later. Now this is much more brood than I've seen in the past, and right there. So those on the bottom, I think those are the drone cells.
Those are some signs that tell me that they are thinking about swarming pretty soon.
Let's make sure they don't have any queen cells. Okay, so that one is a vertical, so that could be a potential.
And I did see some queen cubs, but they were empty.
In February, when I did the inspection, the cluster did go all the way down to the second chamber, the bottom one, and it looks like it's still the case right now as well. So if you can draw a circle, the middle of the circle is right here, so there's probably going to be this much on the bottom as well. So that's a nice frame of brood as well, and this is all capped. Okay, so I do see eggs right there. So right here we have eggs. So the queen could be somewhere here, actually, or not, because she was here like 3 days ago. Well, not 3 days ago, but like 2 days ago, maybe yesterday.
I have not spotted the queen yet, and I got the 3rd frame out.
Okay, so let's check one more frame.
And here I was looking around for eggs, and I did find eggs, but I still have not spotted the queen. And I didn't find it during inspection.
Okay, so definitely way much more drones, because I didn't see a single drone cell last time I was here. So they are coming closer to the okay, so the young larva right there. You know, a lot of royal jelly.
But when
That's
I was
good.
looking through the video, I was able to find it right here in this shot. She sneaked to the other side just when I turned the frame, so that is probably why I missed her. And I assume that she wasn't on this frame, but she went into the bottom box instead. So I checked the drone brood and for queen cups,
because I need to check, make sure that they're not thinking of making any. Okay, see, like right here, those are dry, but I'll have to definitely keep an eye on this right here.
And right here, when I was putting it in, the queen got really close to the edge. And if I slow down the footage, you can see that I've probably squished her when I was inserting the frames back. I have not confirmed this yet. I didn't inspect the box after I saw this footage. We have rain and the temperature is not high enough for me to go inside the box. So I'm waiting for a break in the weather so I can actually go and check for sure if I have killed the queen or not. And I'll post an update on that as soon as I get to inspect that hive. So if you want to see the update, be sure to subscribe to my channel. But during the inspection, I didn't have a clue that I might have squished the queen. So I went along with my inspection, checked my bottom box, and right here you can see that the bees are, looks like, on 3 frames, and that's probably the frames that have brood on them.
No signs of queen cells.
This situation is definitely gonna make me look closer on the edges of the frames for the queen before I insert any frame with brood. And that is probably one takeaway from this. If you haven't found the queen yet, just assume that she's on the frame that you're holding at the end. Just be careful when you're inserting the frame back in, because you might have missed her and she might be on one of the edges of the frame. This hive is pretty strong. It has a lot of bees, and there is lots of eggs that they can raise an emergency queen if I did squish it. There's not enough drones right now for the queen to mate right away and start raising new brood. So because of that, if I actually did kill the queen, the time it will take for the new queen to emerge and start laying eggs will be a little bit longer, because she's gonna have to wait for enough drones to actually appear.